welcome to God's 5 Minutes with Pastor Ed Wilson. Reach him at GodsFiveMinutes@gmail.com. Now, here's Ed Wilson with God's 5 Minutes.
Hello, friends. The first verse of the 75th Psalm reads, "Unto thee, O God, do we give thanks. Unto thee do we give thanks. For that thy name is near, thy wondrous works declare." This psalm is one that was written by Asaph. He was one of David's finest musicians, a Levite, descended from a long line of devout parents, a man of whom history has nothing bad to say, and whose face shines through this and the 11 other psalms with which he is credited. David's life was such a roller coaster ride of highs and lows. Wouldn't it be interesting to know what this ancient believer thought about the adventures that kept befalling his king? In the 7th verse of the psalm, he wrote, "God is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another," and he had plenty of evidence of that before him in what he saw happen to David. The opening commitment to giving thanks to God sets the tone for the entire song, and for that matter, we would do well to let it also be the tone of our lives. Unto thee, O God, do we give thanks. I should hope so. We humans are a pretty helpless bunch without God's preserving hand. Old brother Asaph felt such a rush of joy in his soul on writing his gratitude the first time that he could not stop himself and had to emphasize how sweet was the connection he felt with his Maker when he recognized that divine, benevolent, providential hand that had brought him to this present point along in his journey, that he simply must say it again, "Unto thee, O God, do we give thanks. Unto thee do we give thanks." Notice that while Asaph claimed the Almighty, who had been his life's benefactor, on a very personal plane, yet he recognized that God was not his exclusive property. Unto thee do we give thanks. Giving thanks is such a simple thing. Anyone can do it. And yet, it is one of the most important elements in building character. For truly being grateful to another and showing it by respect and tokens of appreciation is at the deepest center of all that we mean by the word dignity, the right of a person to be valued and respected for their own sake and to be treated ethically. The understanding of dignity leads to understanding we all are endowed with certain inalienable, inherent rights. When we see that another's achievements have merit, came through developing and persevering in personal skills, and are beneficial to the world, we owe them respect. When those achievements have been used for our individual benefit, we owe the gift of thanks. At an even deeper level, the origins of human dignity are based in the fact that we are created in God's image, and respecting others is a form of respecting Him. Besides the fact, that is, that He has made us and not we ourselves, we are wise to realize how truly dependent we are for our very lives on things we cannot provide for ourselves. We need air. We need food every day and water, lots of water to keep our health in balance. We humans manufacture cars and bicycles and lawnmowers, but we don't make air, and we don't create the laws of gravity that make us able to walk on the ground. We need our bodies to heal themselves. When we scratch a finger, we can't force our own blood to clot. Only natural processes God has put within us make our flesh regenerate and allow us life. It's a tremendous blessing to have Bibles, to be able to read and study what holy saints from ages past have gotten from God to guide their lives. That is a wondrous work of God, for there have been many efforts and are still being efforts to stamp it out. But God's wondrous works are declared in much more than the pages of a book. The magnificent universe in all its ordered precision is an overwhelming testimony of a first cause, a divine creative power that foreordained a planet suitable for our habitation. The genetic code that determines our physical characteristics is surely no accident. But most important of all, God's name is near in His wondrous soul-saving power, the miracle of salvation that can wash a black heart in red blood and make it whiter than snow. There's no other name that can free us from the dark guilt of past wrongs and make our lives sweet and full. Have you thanked Him today?
You have been listening to God's 5 Minutes with Pastor Ed Wilson. Reach him by email at GodsFiveMinutes@gmail.com. Tune in next time to hear more encouraging thoughts from God's Word on God's 5 Minutes with Pastor Ed Wilson.